Greetings everyone, my name is Marvin Brown, and today I have the pleasure of speaking with the 15th president of Johnson C. Smith University, a Charleston legend.
Yes!
And we will be discussing some things, particularly speaking about the power of a college education. Now, inspire us and let us know how you do such a challenging job, demonstrate so much courage.
You know what, Marvin, first of all, I'm going to say it's exciting to be in conversation with you. You know, someone who is also from Charleston. So I'm going to say the real is probably what you already know in terms of this is where we're from.
Right.
We're both from Charleston. We're from downtown. And we understand struggle.
Yes.
And we understand without struggle, there's no progress.
Yes.
And the reality is, if we don't do this work for ourselves and for each other, then I don't know who will do it for us.
Right.
And so my courage comes from the fact that Charleston made me into who I am. Burke High School groomed me into who I would become.
Yes.
And then Johnson C. Smith University said that this is what you will be doing. And so I wake up every day knowing that whatever may have happened yesterday or in the past, that happened. And now how do I take this day that I am in right now and hopefully do better than I've done before? That's my courage. My courage is I want to be in a world where I have people who look like us who have access to the resources they rightfully deserve.
Yes.
And so my courage comes from when I see students like you, for example, and then you're from my hometown. That is the courage that I need, and that's the courage that I take every day.
Wow, and we as students and faculty and staff, we see the courage. The next question would be, why should a student from a marginalized community even consider a college education? Students often worry, is it worth it? Do I have the means to achieve this?
So let me ask you, why college? Like when you were going through your education in South Carolina and Charleston, and then you decided, I'm gonna go to college, why?
I'm gonna give you the real.
Yes.
I just knew that it was time, it was some more that I wanted for myself. And I knew that that was gonna come with challenges. Going to college, being the first in my family, my mother and father didn't graduate high school. So me being the trailblazer, it was gonna come with challenges, and I knew that.
So you answered the question for me. And I wanted to know why for you, and that's the same reason why. And there's nothing wrong with the path that people decide to take. There's also nothing wrong with the path that we decide we wanna forge for ourselves.
Yes.
And why college is because I love reading, I love writing, I love thinking in a community with other people. It's just fundamentally important for me to live the kind of life I feel like I want to live as opposed to the type of life other people might want me to live.
Yeah.
And to be able to say, maybe I will become a college president. And then at my undergraduate alma mater, and it happened. And so that's why college for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we have a similar.
We have a lot in common.
But the next question would be, are people surprised by the combination of attributes that you bring to the table, being a black woman, being particularly a dark-complected black woman? Are people surprised by what all Dr. Valerie Kinloch brings to the table?
Oh, wait. And you know, I mean, I'm a black woman. I live in the United States. And I'm 6 feet tall.
Yep.
And I'm dark-skinned. I have locks in my hair. And you know, and I talk with something's in your throat, Valerie. What are you saying?
Right.
And I'm just like, you know what I'm saying. And if you don't, then you need to learn. I don't need to actually change who I am to meet any one criteria of who I should be.
Okay.
And so it's like all of those things, being a black woman, being 6 feet, being dark skinned, being from Charleston, having all the Gullah Geechee every time I go anywhere, people are surprised. And I let them live in their surprise.
Right.
I let them be who they are and question who I am without me having to change who I am for anyone else.
Let them know, let donors and philanthropists know that when they donate to JCSU, they are changing the trajectory of the lives of students, of faculty, of everyone. It's so much more than a dollar amount.
Yes.
So please let our audience know, you are doing much more than donating.
Yes.
You are changing a lifeline. You
Yes,
are changing
indeed.
a family. You are doing so much.
This is Charleston, everybody. Let me just say.
So let them know.
So when you give to Johnson C. Smith University, you can give to a number of funds. You can give to the JCSU Fund, the Presidential Gap Scholarship Fund. You can give to whatever areas of priority you identify. But for me, I give because I was a student here at Johnson C. Smith. I was a Marvin. I am from Charleston. I understand that without the support of our donors, I might not be sitting here as your 15th president. And so I give because I want to support you.
Right.
And I want to support other people who are coming into JCSU. It is about the future. It is about making sure that our students have the resources they need, and eventually they will give back to Johnson C. Smith, just like we are giving to Johnson C. Smith. So I am asking you, Philanthropy is important, giving is important, and I am asking that if you have it in your heart to give to JCSU, give it because our students deserve the very best of what we have.
There you have it. And this concludes this amazing conversation. I am Marvin Brown, and I am here with Dr. Valerie Kinloch, and this is GBTV.